Hello, YouTube fans, friends, new recruits, and veterans to the channel. Welcome to Alternate History Gaming, where we try and replay history but can't, so it's alternate. I'm your humble and gracious player host, Bank60s. Thank you for being along once more as we dive back into Grand Tactician. We've got some work to do in the aftermath of the big battle of the campaign. Get the main army. You already got the Rebs on their way. Obviously, we're going to send them back to DC. That'll be our first move. I suppose we could go ahead and issue that order, but we got to push play. So let's go here. Let's go train. Yes, double time. And once we get back to DC, here you have South Carolina State Militia is going to come back into Maryland. The next move for us is going to be to send the Army of North Virginia down here to Cumberland. We do have 17,000 men under Hurlbut here, the DC Defense Force. They're in the green. One thing to do, though, is to get these guys from nothing into scouting. And we'll bring them out to here. Harper's Guards are going to need more guns. There's another Chicka-Choo-Choo train somewhere. We will send them some of the guns from the Army of Northeastern Virginia. So the Harper's Guards will get some of the core artillery. This battery under Meade, 1-star battery, 1-star. I'd love to send the 20th battery with 12 guns. Let's send them. We'll put them under the main army headquarters. Take a day. We could send some of these too. 12 more guns under Captain Barry. We just need to load up the Harper's Guards there at Fort Archer with artillery. Let's do that. So a whole bunch of artillery goes to the Harper's Guards. Patterson with 165 guns remaining. Once he gets all of these, we may end up transferring more artillery down there. We'll see. Things are a little tense right now. I'm not going to lie. We're at National Morale 78 now as a result of that loss at Winchester. We've got the South Carolina State Militia on the move into Gettysburg. How about that? We've lost sight of Buckner's Corps, who I imagine may turn up over here. I think controlling this area, Frederick, Winchester, Cumberland, becomes a priority. And I think it's going to be up to Winfield Scott's army to do it. He's got about 35,000 men fresh. Firstly, we'll win this engagement with a probability of 59%. Okay. Estimated length of the engagement, 59 days. All right. In that case, we really should probably have these guys begin building a fort. We can do that. No. Okay, they'll have to pull back then. Fine. And then I wanted to check something too. What is this group doing? We're raiding still. Cool. We'll stay on offensive. Let's have McClellan come back to Covington. We'll do a control right click, right? and then control right click to there. We won't worry about the trains just now. There may be an engagement there. What do they have, just in case? 13,010 guns. I feel good about all that. Good enough. There's Buckner. Buckner and Johnson, right here. So they're in rough shape, right? After the huge battle at Winchester. We got a little work to do here. So this army, flat out, it's in rough shape. How is his administration is 3? Good. Okay. So let's have them. Okay, they can't do anything. Their cavalry is busy recovering. All right. Well, we're already we're coming back. 125 days. Oh my gosh. So I think they're toast for pretty much the rest of the campaign season, as expected. So back again. My idea was to take a look at Major General Charles F. Smith. Let's take a look at him. Oh my, look at him. I need somebody to replace Patterson with. Patterson gets sacked after that. It's my fault, obviously, but, you know, we're going to blame it on him. He didn't, you know, requisition the supplies that he needed for his army. The two mistakes, by the way, that I've identified that I made before that battle even took place. You know how, what is it, Sun Tzu's Art of War, they say that you need to try and win the battle before the battle even starts, right? Well, I think I'm pretty sure. Now, I fought that thing real well all the way to the end, I believe anyway, and I gave myself a shot to make it to the end of the first day and then get out of there. But what I didn't do right was, number one, I didn't have the army ready with good weapons, better weapons, and then number two, I should have placed the army on. I should have not been timid, and I should have kept the army. If you'll go back and watch the last stream, or go back and watch the video that I've posted of the campaign up until the Battle of Winchester and shortly afterward, if you go and watch that again, you'll see me go from my gut, or go away from my gut, put the army in defensive stance instead of keeping it an offensive stance, because I believe if I'd have kept it in offensive stance at that time, that the Battle of Winchester would have instead been a meeting engagement where the victory locations on the map would have been placed between the two armies, and we would have been coming together, and then I would have been able to take my whole army and take out each one of their corps as they were coming up in detail, maybe even taking the objective, and I might have even had a chance to win that battle. Patterson's got to go. Patterson's got to go. So the question will be who to replace him with. So Charles Smith has really been the general that I've considered to be the best since the beginning. McDowell's been a good one. He's probably got the strongest division of the army. Hunter's a political guy. Wool's division kind of saved us in the last battle. Can't promote him any further. Richardson's a replacement at division commander, so obviously, you know, there's nothing we can do there. Meade, he can be promoted to a major. I think it's got to be, I think Charles Smith maybe has to take command of the army, and we got to see how he can do. Let's see, what is Patterson now? His fame is still rising, I guess, but Smith is more famous than him, which I think helps. He's a West Point graduate. He's a veteran of the Mexican War. We're going to have to do this in kind of a cascading way. So we're going to have to go, who's going to take over for Smith, right? Buchanan. Crittenden, no. Brown, Buchanan, and Buchanan? Yeah, he could probably do it. Sheridan, Phil Sheridan. He doesn't have a star yet, so we can't even promote him. He's a colonel. I think it's got to be Buchanan. I think we replace him with a colonel. Thomas Davies. We'll need to promote him to give him command of that brigade. Now Smith gets replaced with Buchanan. And now Patterson gets replaced with Major General Charles F. Smith. Bingo. Do it. All right. First order of business here with the Army of Northeastern Virginia. I've stuck with divisions thus far, and I haven't gone with the reorganization to corps just yet, but that's definitely something that's on my list. The other thing I wanted to look at here was I needed to look once again at what sorts of weapons. Here we go. Springfield, the Sherman's Brigade, Springfield musket. We need to get these upgraded to the Springfield rifled musket. Williams, Burnside carbine. Yeah, that's fine. Tyler's Brigade, rifled muskets, good. Brooks. Here we go. Springfield rifled musket, please. Thank you. That's one big problem that we had before we went in. That was another key to the defeat earlier. All right, the Davies Springfield musket. That's just not good enough. We need the rifled muskets because that's what the Rebs have, it seems, across the board at this point. Crittenden, 2 stars. So these guys, they don't have to be in this light blue garb anymore. They'll be in their dark blue tops, light blue pants. And once they get to 3 stars, they'll be dark blue tops and bottoms. Brown. Yeah, he'll get to keep what he's got. Judah. They're kind of like quasi-Zouaves. I think we'll go, though, and give them light tops. Like that. We did reboard muskets. Range is 400 yards on those things. Same as the Springfield rifled musket, so they're just not as accurate. Mixed muskets. Mixed muskets go, what, 300? 250. So let's see, how many reboard muskets do we have? 7.1 thousand. Let's just do some more of those. Boom. Or at least a cheaper option. That's Sheridan. Okay, how are the artillery batteries looking? 4 guns, 13. I bet you this battery could be pulled out and combined with probably, yeah, Kenley there. So Reynolds, dink over here with Kenley to 10 guns. Good. How about these guys? 6-pounders, 6-pounders. So could we upgrade these? I think we could do some more 10-pounders there. That'd be good. King 3-inch ordnance rifle, 6-pound field gun. Let's upgrade those to 12-pounders. Good. Now let's look at Morgan. Yep, mixed muskets. Let's do Springfield rifled muskets for him. Scammons Brigade's got the Hall Rifle. Prince, yep, we need to upgrade him. Springfield Rifle Muskets. Now, Wool's division. Okay, I think he's 3-inch ordnance rifle, Springfield Rifle Musket. Good. Springfield Musket. Yep, nope, we don't want that. We want the rifle muskets, please. Thank you. Negley. Hatch. Mixed muskets. Springfield Rifle Musket for you. Good. All right, on to Richardson's division. Auger. Springfield Muskets. Let's give them some more of the reboard muskets. Burnside. Springfield Musket. That's not good enough. They ran real quick. Let's do the Enfields for them. 400 yards, 3 shots a minute. Day's Brigade. Springfield Muskets, not good enough. I mean, they work fine on the attack, you know, because you're continuing to close with the enemy force, but really would like to have better all-around, better ranged weapons. Springfield Rifle Musket, good. For Russell. And Porter. Same. All of these units that didn't have these weapons, I mean, no wonder it turned out the way it did. Here we go. Scribner. I think he's new. It's a colonel. Humphreys. Yeah, Scribner replaced Dimmick. So that works for them. Let's double check and make sure all my uniforms are good. Okay, these guys now, Hancock's Brigade deserves their dark pants. Boom. That denotes a hardcore elite unit. These guys are now veteran, elite to us. Battle hardened and dependable and can be relied on even under heavy fire most of the time. Hancock's troops, they're real good. He's already a major general. Crook, 2 stars. Yep, he's got the right stuff. Grant, let's switch his coat up. Let's give him the light top, dark bottom, kind of like we're doing. Negley. I'm afraid we're going to have to do lights and lights with him. Hatch. Yeah, they can keep it. Porter. Do lights and darks. Russell. Day. Okay, Russell. And this allows me to just kind of be able to remember quick what their quality is. Aside from the stars that pop up, of course, over the unit's head. There's always that. But I decided from a role play perspective to do this with most of my units. So we're going to do it. So let's try to stick with it like that. Okay. I like that. Now we've got Charles Smith in command. And then the last thing that I wanted to do was to look at, so we've got 1 month left on these guys, 2 months left on these guys. So let's go ahead and go and replenish these units here. That have like 1 month left, because we're going to be basically out of commission for at least that long. Reforming not possible. Why is that? Forming is not possible if the unit is in garrison, has full strength, is being transferred, or home state has no recruits left. That must be it. From Maine. Yeah, okay. Prince, 2 months left. Judah. Okay. Let's send them back. Tyler's brigade. See, these guys are all pretty strong still. 650 Grant. We could send him back, but they've got 23 months left. We should, though. I mean, this army is going to be chilling near DC as long as it stays out of trouble. Hancock's still strong enough. Crook is still. Negley, same. Hatch, same. Augur, let's send them back. Burnside, boom. Russell, yeah, okay. Porter, he's fine. Scribner and Humphreys. All right, so idea there will be to try to bolster the ranks a bit from after that battle. Army's going to be kind of out of commission anyway. Whew. All right. Needed to take care of that. And now we're going to so we've retaken the part of Pennsylvania that the Confederates had taken themselves. I think I want to get the army just a little further south. Right there. We're raiding in Covington where the Confederates were, looks like. Let's go ahead and follow them down this way. Might be a battle coming there. I feel like this army has now folded in over here. Okay. Now, Army of the Coast. I think we're going to have to call off what it was doing, unfortunately, and we're going to have to do that next year. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the train. Come to DC, we'll fold in. Damn it! Units retreating, panic. My command has earned a stinging defeat. Oh my gosh. Enemy suffered 1,184 casualties. We lost 1,196. Son of a gun. Support for the federal cause wavers. Hill surrenders. Hayes. Shoot. Okay. Well, he'll come back and join with DC Defense, and we'll have a new army there. Okay, the Army of North Virginia. We're going to go ahead and get to this side of this area here. We won't force march it. Do we have a perk we can get before the battle? No. What do we have? Foot cavalry, partisan brigades. Military information. We're going to keep scouting. Looks like they're force marching. These fellas headed all the way back to Baltimore. Put them in with DC defense. I think I want to put pressure on these guys here. Maybe we'll attack. Maybe we'll have another battle. Let's see. Army Northern Virginia down here for the Revs has done nothing. Guard. Scout. Here we go. Here we go. Gonna have a battle here. Buckner Senior's Corps. Let's make sure this army is ready. All right, Wynkoop. Let's get you some better guns. Crittenden. Same. Cameron Jr. Same. What the heck? I thought I got these guys all upgraded, for crying out loud. Enfield. Good. Springfield Rifle Muskets. Good. Delafield. Nope. Uh-huh. No. What about those reboard muskets? Let's do that. Okay, Minty, Fry. That ain't gonna cut it. Let's give them the Hall's rifle. Kimball. Good. Let's see here. Mixed muskets. Not gonna cut the mustard, boys. Same here. Cavender, good. Ord, excellent. How? Gilbert. Shoot. All right, well, we'll give them Springfield muskets anyway. Taylor. Same. I think they're a little more accurate. So that's what? French's division? Okay. Whipple. Not entirely sure how Springfield muskets are better quality, but I mean, I think they are just a little better quality. And this will be a key battle for Winfield Scott. What's he going to have? Buckner Corps. 31,000 men and 30 guns. Come at me, bro.